Hello everyone. In this video I will walk you through one of the topics for the Elastic Certified Engineer exam. Write and execute a search that utilizes a runtime field, and this comes under the searching data section. So let's get started. Here I have my slides open, and if you want to read more, like go in detail, I have put this link in the slides. You can read more, but I will just briefly summarize for you what is runtime fields. So basically Elasticsearch has introduced this new schema on read concept capability to Elasticsearch, so that users have the flexibility to when they do a search, they can provide some schema elements. So schema element, they can provide some runtime fields, and these runtime fields can be like calculated based on the existing fields, right? So you have some existing fields, and then you create a runtime field which is dependent on the existing field, and then you can put a formula, and that formula will be calculated on the fly, and you will get the results along with the other fields and with the calculated field or the runtime field. And you can read more, like basically it's a schema on read. Schema on read is runtime fields which are evaluated only at query time. They are defined in the index mapping or in the query. So you have the option. I will show you you can provide in the index mapping also the formula, not the data actually. So it will become more clear as I move forward. And once they are defined, they are available for search request, aggregations, filtering, and sorting. So you can do all these four operations like regular searches, aggregations, filtering, and sorting. And runtime fields are not indexed, and runtime field does not increase the index size. So this is just we just keep the formula, and this is calculated. So you have like compute power going on to create these fields and show you. But the data itself, so if you have 1 million records and you add a runtime field, it wouldn't be calculated and stored statically. Like there wouldn't be static storage. It will be dynamically shown. So it's like more to do with RAM or memory rather than your hard disk or the storage. And all those concepts of replica shards will not come into picture. And so just keep in mind, like as I mentioned, it's like they are calculated on the runtime, so it needs more compute power. So your queries can get slower. So they have just advised to like use mostly like you should have a right balance between like runtime and regular fields, indexed field, and you should keep in consideration the ingest speed, index size, flexibility, and search performance for your use cases, right? So herein I have I'm giving you an example. So herein I am introducing a runtime field, and I have got a movie data index. I'll show you the fields, but what I'm doing is like how it works is like you have a section called runtime mappings. So as you would know that there are regular mappings, which is for static fields, and now we are dealing with runtime fields. So this is the name profit. It's user defined. So you can call whatever you feel like, and I'm saying it will be of type long. And finally I give a formula. So formula is like script source, and you can give like how do you want to calculate. So it's like you have to follow the syntax like that. You have to emit function. There are brackets, there are regular brackets, and then you have like doc. You have the so you can extract the value of a single field and another field, and you can do something like plus and minus. You can add some strings, whatever. So here I am just taking revenue value and the budget value and subtracting it, and keeping that in profit, which is a runtime field, and I'm just showing the profit field. So I'll run this on a live cluster. So I'll copy this and go to Kibana console, paste it. So herein I have the regular fields, and I have got budget, and I have got revenue. Fields. So, and finally this will be like short term, because this is only valid for this particular search. So this is calculated, and if I come here, if I just search profit, you can see for every record it has calculated the profit and given me the values. So next, so this is only for the valid for one single search, but if you want other users to also like leverage or take advantage of your formula, you can persist this formula. Like this will be like slightly different. So here you see it's runtime mappings, but if you want to persist this formula, you can just say runtime. You can give whatever name you feel like to the field name, and then you say type and you put the formula. So this will be persisted. So that's why I'm calling the dash mapping, but it's a runtime, or it will be calculated only at runtime. So I'll save this and store that. So this is saved, and what I can do now, as I mentioned, others can also use this formula. So now this field, I am just querying for this field because I saved it in my previous step herein, and now I can reuse that. So I'm just asking for all the documents. So I'm doing a match all query. So here I come, paste it and run that. So if I just search this value, you will see in the, it has automatically picked up from my previous execution which I posted to the mapping API. So it has automatically taken that. Yeah, so that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.